Well, two women are in hospital fighting for their lives after two separate collisions on Toronto streets yesterday. The first happened around 10 yesterday morning near Keele and Wilson. A 19-year-old woman was hit by a truck and dragged a substantial distance. It's an area that has seen many complaints about pedestrian safety. The second happened around 10 last night on Birchmount, a few blocks south of Finch. A woman in her 40s was hit by a car there. Police are still investigating, and so far no charges have been laid in either case. Europe's most wanted man is considered armed and dangerous. A $140,000 reward is being offered for tips leading to Anis Amri, the prime suspect in this week's deadly attack in Berlin. CNN's Aaron McLaughlin has the latest on what's now known about the 24-year-old.
We're now learning more about this 24-year-old Tunisian national Anis Amri and his past. We know that in August he had been arrested for trying to cross illegally from Germany into Italy on forged documents. For some reason, though, the judge in that case taking the decision to let him go. Authorities also tried to deport him from Germany back in June. They failed to do so after being unable to establish his true identity. Amri was also on the radar of German intelligence officials, having raised alarms when he tried apparently to get a gun. They also have linked him to a pro-ISIS recruitment network operating in Germany. Key figures from that recruitment network have been arrested on terrorism charges back in November. Amri's father also speaking out. He gave an interview to a Tunisian radio network in which he said that his son left for Italy from Tunisia when he was a teenager. While in Italy, he was arrested and convicted of armed robbery, spent 4 years in jail. He was released from prison. That's when he made his way to the Cologne area of Germany and fell into contact with the Islamists. Now he's on the run, suspected of committing this terrible attack here in Berlin. Authorities warning that he could be armed and dangerous. Reporting from Berlin, I'm Aaron McLaughlin.
The state of California has forced Uber to take their self-driving cars off the road after several reports of them running red lights and being a public hazard. The ride-sharing service pulled its automatic fleet off San Francisco streets after state officials threatened legal action. The state says Uber did not obtain a special permit needed to operate the cars. The company has been testing the vehicles without permission for over a month in California, but just made them available for passenger pickup last week. Uber argues that because the vehicles came with a safety driver and are not fully autonomous, the permit was not needed. Not your normal traffic hazard in a town in New Zealand, as a fur seal decides a busy road is a good place to catch some rays. Commuters in Dunedin were warned by the local constabulary that their drive-in could be a bit slower than usual on Tuesday, and that's because of this interloper. He decided to get some sun on the side of the road. Traffic authorities were able to guide the pup back into the nearby harbor, but it turns out this seal is developing a name for itself. It's already been moved off local properties, sidewalks, and even paths. Just wants to get some sun. Well, we're heading to break here on Breakfast Television, but coming up, we'll be chatting with Winston about the CRTC decision to make sure that broadband internet is now a basic service for all Canadians. Stay with us.